we're the ones that we are, and we're the ones that we connected. So very grateful to see you, my friend. And for everyone that is gonna watch the rec, this is gonna go for you, Isra, just in time. Amazing. So I just want to start with saying, and the real reason why we're here. Everyone see my screen? Can you confirm?
Yeah,
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So
yeah, looks fine.
let's be completely honest with each other. The reason that we're here in this community, in this call on a Wednesday at 10 a.m., is because we want to make more money. We want to make more income. And that is the starting point, right? The reason that I'm doing this workshop with you guys is that I've been having a lot of calls actually for the last month, with people like when you recognize the patterns, right? Like, oh, um, I don't know what to say, right? Then you get nervous going to the messages, or sometimes even you say like, oh, I just want to make more money. I just want to make more income. So basically, it's just like, oh, meaning, because if you want to make more income, you I can give you one Colombian peso and be like, then you have more money. But I guess that's not the idea, right? Because it's not about the Colombian arepa to buy, because you want to help your people. So we need to go beyond that. Actually, Carlos has a saying that is, if we were here just for money, we would be in a bank.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's robbing us or we were working, but you know. So the basically the pattern is, I just want to make more money. Okay, but what does that mean, right? So there are a lot of things beyond that. So the patterns. One of the first pattern that I looked on the calls that I've had is looking for the spell. Looking what is the script, what is the copy and paste secret recipe that I can just like, okay. So in my case, everyone, like, being honest, by raise of hands here on the screen, do you guys, well, Isra and Juan, when you guys met your girlfriends or your partner, did you got nervous the first time? Can you,
Mhm.
by raise of hands? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It happens, man. It happens. And it's hard. Like finding a good woman to for you to decide to spend the rest of your life with it, man, respect is hard. And you didn't have a plan, right? You didn't have a sequence of words that you previously managed to say in the specific order, timely, perfectly, because you
No,
already knew that you're gonna be with her.
that'd be crazy, bro.
It makes sense, right? It was
Makes
like, oh, it was organic, man. It was like even fair. Fair, you already have kids, man.
Yeah.
You know that the more you plan, the less shit you eat. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So the first pattern is like, oh, I just need this perfect one word. I just need the if the word that I need to say in the message is like damarajabra, then I will say damarafabra. How do you write it, right? It doesn't work like that. The second pattern is effort as currency. Oh, I'm working too hard. I'm suffering. Look how much pain I'm taking it. I am too busy and I'm still trying to do. Okay, perfect. But effort and pain are not equal to value, my friends. The people that build towers work harder than any of us. Like the people, if it is for effort and pain, people scrapping shit out of the street, they will be fucking millionaires.
Bombo claro.
Make sense? Yeah. So it's like, okay, what is actual value? Pattern number three, the narrative around the action. So we start this, and the reason that we're here is because we want to make more money. That's that's the case. And the sequence is easy. That if you want a recipe, go talk to a stranger and convince them to pay you for money. Hey, this is what I can do. And somehow, some way, there's a stranger that want to pay you. Yes, of course. That's how the market and the body works. But what is the narrative around the action? The action is easy. Go LinkedIn, send a message, book the call. Or LinkedIn, send a message, book a call. That's it. But what is the narrative? What is the story? The story is, oh, I sent 5 messages after working 8 hours in my job, after spending time with my family, after, and actually thinking that that is the work. No, the work is actually sending the message. So the story that you're telling yourself is killing you. It's too hard. I need to convince people in the message, and I'm new to this. It's too much work, man. Too much work is having to wake up at 3 a.m. just because you have to see how you're gonna feed your family. That's reality, and you
I
don't.
Sorry,
Yep.
bro. I think this is a good moment to ask around the group, how is the message coming across? Because we understand that from the principle based perspective, when you think about the observable behavior that a person, a developer in this case, has to execute to make more money, and we simplify simplify it to the point of like, you just literally have to send 100 messages and book out of those 100 messages 3 calls and do your best. And one of these 3 people, if you do it right, you might get more money. It's more complex than that. This is just an example. I do want to hear from the group. And maybe Dana, you can ask around one by one, like Fercho did last time. How is it in reality
Yeah.
for them, physically in their lives? I'm really curious.
Juan, you reacted, my friend. Tell us your experience.
Yeah, that's a lot of troubles on that. I spent the time making the automation with Prox. A lot of people doesn't read very well, so they think that I am offering a job for them. That's completely wrong. Other people just say I'm not hiring anyone because I'm just another developer. Other people says we are not currently looking for new people. Other people just say it doesn't matter or doesn't answer anything. That's like a lot of job on that. Well, not appreciated.
Yeah. And on your case, my friend, what is what does that come from? Like the do you tell yourself, or what do you say to yourself, like, this is that I'm not enough, or maybe I'm missing something that I'm not seeing? Like, what are your thoughts when that happens?
That is a good question. That is a good one. And also I want to hear more after you reply to that, Juancho. I want to hear more about what you said. You said that is a lot of work that is not appreciated. Because I also want us to all as a group. Samu is here, Edu is here, Fercho is here, Isra is here. All as a group, we can approach the topic at hand and just break it down to its most undivisible uh, so that we can have it all 100% clear. So go ahead, watch.
Yeah, I think that most of the market is going to through India. Um, I saw that India gets a lot of opportunity and a lot of opportunities on that. Um, there is almost no opportunities for LATAM developers, um, and I think that um, taking your time for writing a custom message doesn't gives you like any value at all, because I don't know how it works in the recruitment, but they see like a lot of messages every time or every day, so it's very difficult um, to be the best of that every message. I don't know if looking for AI tools is better or not, or having a human contact is better. Um, well, I don't know what happens really. I think that there is a lot of like misconcern about what happens, what really works, and yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Man, that's so good. Um,
Bro, let's send love to Juan, man.
yeah,
That's tough.
for
Meaning this.
yeah, man. Props to Wancho, man. We all know the struggle. We have so many people here who paid for this fucking program, $3,000, $5,000, and they pay for that shit, and they don't show up to the fucking call, bro. And I'm not blaming them, but the thing is, when you come to the digital dojo, then you have to face the shit and all of the stories that protect you from not feeling like you're not doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. In here is when that's dismantled. So it takes fucking cojones to show up. So props to everyone. This is where I have to share the perspective of the data, because Samu was reacting to the feedback that Juancho was saying, and in many ways Isra as well. And so this is where where the things get so, just so insensitive, bros. So insensitive, because it's all numbers. So then if I were on a one-on-one with Juan, and he's telling me all these things with his heart and his honesty, he's literally telling me with his best intention, Charlie, this is what is going on. Charlie, this is what's happening. There are no opportunities for Latam developers. That people don't consider my messages. I feel this way. And then in a one-on-one, Fercho, just so you, in a one-on-one, I go, okay, let's look at the data. How many messages did you send? For how many different connections? For what specific target audience? And then you start to see that things like there are no opportunities for Latin American developers. When you start to look at the data and not to feel the feelings, then you start to see that there is actually a lot of opportunity. The reason why I say this is not to put Juancho on the spot, it's not to make anyone feel nothing. I just came from a one-on-one from a Latin American developer telling me, Charlie, there is so much opportunity and not enough people to take it. So when we look at the data, we start,
Just yeah.
when we look at the data, we start to see irrefutable facts, so that we know that we're not being confused, influenced by emotions. I'm not saying emotions are inherently wrong, but when you're trying to change your life, it is important to stick to the data. Goes for Isra, goes for Edu, goes for Samu. And why do I say this? Because Edu is going through the same process. And he's saying something interesting. He's like, I don't feel like I have the time. I don't feel like I have the time to reply to all of these fucking strangers who don't even care about me. Rose, it's a good point. He has such a good point. Fercho, I would like to hear your perspective on the matter.
Yeah, so tying a bit to what you're saying, when you're feeling that way, Juan, something I will do is evaluating what is making me feel that way. Why I do have that perspective, that personal perspective about that issue. And maybe what Carlos say about checking out the data, checking out like the target audience you are working with, and the amount of messages, answers, classifying them and thinking a bit like higher, like out of the box, out of your personal box, and figuring out what is out there that you are not looking yet, uh, could make you switch to a position where you find something else that makes you feel or makes you have a different perspective. It may be that you are like targeting an audience that is not the audience that will make you feel like you have opportunities. You are targeting an audience where actually you lack opportunities, and that's why you feel that way. But that does not mean there are no opportunities for Latin American people. The opportunities out there for everyone. Um, and you mostly hire based on expertise versus on where the people is located, remotely, specifically. So there may be something else for you out there where you feel like you can be part of it, and without having such high maybe competition with, as you were mentioning, with Indians. Yeah, obviously there are billions and we are just millions, so the competition is out there because there are more, and they are like tech savvy, and most of them. And it's a country where like they don't need to earn the same amount you need to earn for living. So it's up to you to evaluate what you are doing right now and what can you make different to switch from that competitive target audience and looking for an audience where maybe you will be able to serve better than them and to earn what you really want to earn. And yeah, that's what I will suggest.
Very nice. I do wanna, Edu, good to see you, Juancho. For everyone on call, this is not to make you feel like you're doing things wrong, bro. That's not the point. You don't come to the coaching program, to this call, to feel bad.
Yeah, no.
Just take it. Just take it as a different perspective. If you could maybe kind of like deploy in your own software, in your own way of thinking, just kind of like a little bug or like a little patch, just for like a couple of hours, in which you're like, I'm just gonna stick to what the data says for the next 2 hours. If that could be a possibility, then you could at least deploy it for a couple of hours, and then you start to see a different perspective. Not that your perspective is wrong, not that you're confused or that you're stupid or some shit like that. Just different perspective. Danny.
Thanks you. Thanks a lot, guys. So the thing here that I want to share with you, and the reason actually that we starting this conversation, like we know that we want to make more money, and then we have to identify the patterns that are avoiding basically us putting on our position to make more money. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. So continue with those patterns basically. Um, and it's very, and this just so that you guys know, this is from actually one-on-ones that I've had for the last 2 years, year and a half that I've been working with Carlos. That basically I've noticed with around the senior software developers, right? Another pattern that I've noticed is that we are living in the future. Like you're thinking about the result, the goal, the number, right? You're thinking of look at like the thing that you have right now. For example, one but that has the project right now, or the projects that you guys have are not enough. So you're avoiding the present. You're not connecting. You're basically on a transaction, and people can feel that. People can feel the annoyance. I've been on one-on-ones that I didn't want to be, and I had to say sorry because I wasn't present. I was thinking like, oh, and then I have to do this, and I have to send messages, and then I have to reply, and this sucks. And that was the story because I was living in the next thing, and not here, not in this call, not in this amazing day with these amazing, beautiful people that are here that are basically wanting to improve themselves. And the reason, right, going back, is that I'm not an alien. Like neither Carlos and I, we're no one, man. Like the only difference is that we dare to try to do more. That's the only thing. Meaning, right? You can see here, I was working on
I
a
want to
call
explain.
center.
I want
Yeah.
to. I want to explain. I want to explain because the comment of daring to do more, bros. I can literally tell you, Isra, Juancho, Fercho, Samuel, daring to do more. It just means to pressing the button, bro.
Yeah. That's just to connect with that. That's what Carlos means by stick it to the data, right? Now, today, actually, I was trying to understand what data means. Like, is it a number? Is it a behavior? What is data actually, right? The most recent thing that I discovered is the minimum or the granular description of a thing. That's data. Like how many reps do you send? How many messages, like Carlos sent? That's data. So now, yes, Fer.
Yeah. Uh, First semester of the university, one of the first concepts they taught me was data is unprocessed information. You have data and you have information. Data is like raw, and you need to transform that data into information. So, yeah, can continue.
So, so what's data? Sorry,
It's unprocessed information.
process of information.
Unprocessed,
On process.
like you need to process it. It's just raw content, and you need like it's raw content, and you need to transform it into information if you want to really consume it.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
what Virtue is saying is, guys, knowing how many messages you send to which specific type of avatar with which specific message is just raw data. You need to process that data so that then you can use it for something.
Yeah, you need to find its meaning, and
Mhm.
yeah, like you need to transform it into information for being able to action on that. You don't action on data, and you action on information, and you get the information from the data.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Obviously, you first need the data. But
exactly.
yeah,
So
and important for everyone on call, because this is the reason why I stopped the presentation pros and I take the time to really hammer this down is because we are literally working from the perspective that all of you, when you were younger, you didn't want it to do, not because you were stupid or lazy. No, it's like this is marketing.
yeah,
You're an engineer for a reason. So the reason why you feel so much resistant on a daily basis is because you have to go through these hoops, this kind of identity changes, and that's why it's very, very, very hard. It's
yeah,
normal, and we are trying to give you a little bit of an understanding of that, so that slowly but surely we can make the challenge smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, so that then you can take action and we can compound on that.
yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, man. Now that from that I can actually continue because the statement daring to do more, how does that look like, right? What is more? What's the data on more? So on my end, when I started working with Carlos, I saw this. I will share a little bit of that later, but it's basically 100 messages a week, questioning every day if this would work, blaming the market, saying that there is no work, saying that I don't have the enough credentials, I don't have the certifications. I was convinced, actually, that I was doing everything that I could. I was focused on survival. That's the thing. I was saying like, "Oh, I am not enough." Like those are the stories, right? There is a core. The
Mhm.
stories is I am not enough. I need to pay the bills. I once the and this is the thing, right? I will help my family once I have the money. I will help my parent with what he needs once I have the money, right? But in retrospective, they don't need that. If you're doing it for your family, what they need actually is for you to be at home, call once in a while, check on them, actually taking care and taking the time, just like Carlos is doing, right? That, hey, we're taking the time to be here because we care about you. And that's the redefinition. But be honest with the why behind it. If you're doing more money because you need to pay the bills, that is a valid question, of course. But know that is for your survival and go beyond that. Because if you're just making money just because you need to pay the rent, that's boring. And honestly, I've been living that for a while now, and it sucks. Like a lot of you knows what it's like to go to the end of the month and be all stressed and be like, man, damn, give me a break. What broke the moment? This is the moment that broke the pattern. Actually, on my case, I met Carlos 2 years ago, and I saw him waking up at 3 a.m., helping his mother go into a farmer's market to sell food because they didn't had anything to eat. His brothers needed to eat. I know that that's the way that Carlos grew up. I don't want to share a lot because that's not my story to tell. But me, on my perspective, I got a chance to see that I was too self-centered. I was denying and I was entitled of the things that I've already done. I have a roof, I have a bed, man, I have a parent. I have two parents and they're still married. In your case, man, you have a degree, you have a house, you have a family. Guys, you have a fucking girlfriend that you want to spend the rest of your life together. You have your intelligence. Man, I'm fucking stupid. Like for real. I have to even go to the etymology of the words because I don't know what I'm reading. So what I want to share with you guys here is not, oh, poor Daniel, poor Carlos. No, no, it's perspective, man. What is the story and what are the things that you're focusing on? Are you focused on what you don't have? Actually. And it's not, we have two systems. Like the brain has two systems. One that is fast, reactive, and the second one that rationalize the first one. So when you feel, and you don't even feel sometimes, it's reactive, right? When you feel like you're attaching, you're like, no, 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 that's not me. Of course, I am grateful. Of course, I know I have perspective. Yes, of course. Just guardia. Let me know. Let me tell you, you don't have perspective. Like actually take a step back. See what you're focusing on. See what have you been living for the last month, maybe. How many days have you been stressed because you don't have enough money, because you don't have the things that you want? That's the focus, because the focus speaks in behaviors, and behaviors speaks on your mind, and that's the narrative. That's the sequence. Make sense? Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. So now we get to the solution. Now, just to let you guys know, we have a goal. We want to make more money. Now we identify the patterns. Now what do we do? Daniel, yes, you wake me up 10 a.m. I am stressed. I need to work, and you are taking time of my day just to make me feel bad. Is that it? Is that it? Am I here to feel bad or not? No, 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 my friend. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm here to give you the solution. That's the thing, man. So redefine, instead of looking for the secret, you want the salt, you want the copy and paste message. Okay, man, let's redefine that. Because like Carlos said, we just ended up a call with a person that started doing 10K, man. And he, like, for real, I thought that rich people were unhappy and were in pain and were in suffering because of this hustle mentality. And they were like, oh, it's so hard. Oh, pain is the only thing that I know. I was like, what? And then we have a call with Francisco is the name. And he told us, man, stopped trying to be careful. They aren't doing something magic. They're doing what you're not doing, basically, 100 times more without resentment. So instead of I just copy paste and message, it's like, I actually have the opportunity every week to connect with 100 founders that are trying to do business and to give you more perspective. Everyone aligned on there? Make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. So if you have a business, you have just to, I wanna, this is something that I just realized yesterday.
Okay.
So this is the thing. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stages to go public on a business. So if you have a startup, you have a pre-seed funding. That's the first one. There's the seed funding, the series A, B, C, D, E. And I'm just going fast, man. But can you imagine go to a founder, ask for money, then present results, validated your idea, has actually product market fit, and then trying to hire someone that you want to pay because he is at least a good fit that actually cares, but he doesn't care, so you fire him, and he's like, man, I feel alone, man, because no one is doing what I'm doing. Can you imagine? Like, guys, you guys are like Juan, Samu, Israel. Your guys are taking time of your day to send 100 messages. Imagine that you hire someone because you have too much to do, and that one person is like, I'm busy. I'm tired. I wanna feel good. Man, come on, G. Like, what do you mean? I just pay you $1,000, man. What else good do you wanna feel? I wanna feel good. Okay, feel good. So imagine, man, going now we have to change, right? That is from 100 messages on LinkedIn to 100 people that are struggling to find a value market fit person. That is someone that understands what the founder is going through. And you get to do that 100 times. It's not you have to. Now, this is the redefinition, right? You don't have to. You don't have to do anything the whatever you want. You get to. You get the opportunity to connect with one specific person. It's like going to the gym. For example, I know that Carlos hates going to the gym. He struggles with that a lot. Man, and I'm like, how do I make him actually care about doing
Wait.
business?
I am the coach.
Yeah, he's the founder. I forgot. Sorry, boss, Mr. Boss. So here's the thing: how can I explain to him that he doesn't have to do 100 reps like this and just like, okay, yes, I sent 100 messages, I got the data, and that's it. No, okay. For example, Elu, Isra, I know that you guys are busy. Okay, I cannot send 100 messages per week. Okay, that's fine. So how many quality messages can you send? Hey, I sent 5 quality messages. Okay, volume solves everything, right? If you don't want to feel bad and you don't want to do the reps and going to the gym, even though how you're feeling, at least take 20 minutes of your day, 1 day per week, to send messages. That's the system. The system is not like, oh, I failed 1 day, so I am failure, and I'm no. Man, adapt it. That's the thing, man. So
It is better. It is better to send one message every day until you get something, while actually caring and connecting with people, than not sending nothing at all.
yeah, because something actually that I didn't put in the presentation. I don't know, guys. I hope you guys are fucking writing down everything because this is important. But something that we got to the call with Fer that is making 10K. is the give me a second. Visual thing. Oh no, I lost it. The bigger picture, right? So it is not about sending 1,000 messages, because something that can happen, that is happening to Juan right now, is you can get the job and you can get paid, but what is the cost? There is a cost of doing the things rush. Like, I just want to take this out of me, and then you got, I hate this word. Okay, that's fine, but there are two costs. Now there is the cost of volume, that is, you're gonna feel bad, you're gonna suck. That's basically the cost up front before getting some money. It's gonna suck, you're gonna feel bad, and you're probably gonna cry a lot. If you're like me, of course. And there is the other cost, that what is the cost of not doing the thing? So if we go to the way of what is the cost of you not sending messages, on a visible perspective, is like the cost is $120,000 per year. That is what you are risking, because you don't want to feel bad. You avoid making 10K, so you just stay where you hate it, and is safer. Stay where you know, on what you know, and you avoid the uncomfortable. You avoid to feel bad. That's the cost of feeling. That's the cost of not having data. That's the redefinition that we have now. That is, effort equals reward, because, oh, I feel bad, so that's the reward. I feel bad, I'm too tired, and because I'm tired, I deserve to rest. Do you?
Oye, en español hay un dicho muy, muy latino en Costa Rica que dice, es mejor malo conocido que bueno por conocer. Yo creo que es mejor conocer lo bueno.
Yeah, that's a cool one. And that gets to the thing, right? Because now, going back to the presentation, basically, is that the reward, the good thing that you want, el bueno conocido, the bueno por conocer, is basically the unknown. Because if not, then you can repeat your days day by day and doing the thing and do it. Do it. But if you want to, if you don't want to feel uncomfortable, do it. No one is putting you again a gun against your head and be like, do you send messages because you deserve more money? No one is. Maybe Carlos and I might try to do that, but you guys are too far. So what we do is just have this type of workshops and be like, hey, you're risking, yeah.
You said fucking connections today.
Yeah, man, because we want the visible work, man. Like, yes, imagine this, and this there. I understand now why it's easier to be a millionaire than get ripped. Like, it's actually because there is a genetic precondition, and there are a lot of factors. For business, man, you get to try, you get to try, and it's just a number, you know. And the only thing that you want to do is, what is the visible work? What is the visible work that you need with a real human, right? What is the visible work in landing with a real human? So it's like sending messages. Hey, I just need to send a message. You're not talking with the Pope, you're not talking with Obama, you're not talking with God or the devil, you're talking to another person. And that's it. And in the moment that you realize that it's another person that is actually struggling and is trying to find someone that actually helps them, it's like, oh shit. You actually, when you actually want to ask them, are you good, man? Like, for real. How's it going? You know? So redefine. And now, instead of sending messages, think about reaching a founder. That's the thing. Is reaching to a human with a vision. On my case with Carlos, man, I really struggle with the vision. Carlos knows this. For me to even fathom to have a business, it's really, really hard, man. Really hard. So try to think about the human that has a vision, a team, of people depending on them, a family. When I see Isra, now I know his struggles, his girlfriend, the transition he's having with the countries. Man, I get it. I get it. I met Juan when he was transitioning from the work because he's in bench. Man, that sucks, bro. And it's hard, it's tough, man. So we're here for you, like for real. Are you good, man? Are you good? Samu, I know how hard you've been working, man, to get that job since December. And it's tough. Even Elu, I know the trust, the hopes that you have, man. And we see you, Carlos and I, we can see you, man. And we're like, Maji, what do you guys need? Do you guys need a gun over here with a call? Okay, we have a gun here in the call. The framework, okay. But the goal here is human. You're reaching to a human. If you show up just wanting money, you'll miss them entirely. If I show up and be Samu, where is the pay? Motherfucker, I just need the money. I know basically, yes. I know coaching, here is a template, copy paste, send 100 messages, now pay me and I disappear. That's it. It's like that's a transaction. It's just like that's work and that sucks, man. So redefine. We're reaching to a founder. We're reaching to a founder, man. Now, last but not least, when do I get there? This is hard, man. And this is fucking hard. Because the when do I get there, when do I have 10K is what do I actually care about? What do I actually see myself working? Isra, man, doing this presentation, I was thinking on you because you have, man, a clear signal. Like you, maybe you don't say it, but you enjoy working with things on nature, tourism. You enjoy, man, doing this type of works and probably seeing the pictures of the fountain and see a good website. I don't know, man. But what do you actually care about? Because what you care about is what you do. On my case, I had to be honest with myself, man. I care about comfort. I care about having a good desk. I care about having a good sleep. I care about what I eat. Man, then I have to take care of that. I care about my big brother that right now is going to get married. So congrats to Carlos because he's gonna get married soon. And I care about that. I care about you guys. So the version of you that is at 10K, that is doing more money, is not doing the same things that you're doing right now. The only difference is that he's not at war with the process and with himself. He just admitted, hey, I care about these things. We were, and this is a golden nugget that I want to share with you guys. We were wired to believe that there is a good answer. We were wired to believe that there is a specific process that if everyone goes through, everyone would do it. They're like, hey, send these messages and everyone is gonna have the same results. Kind of, yeah. But even if I do the messages, I'm gonna get results different from you because I'm doing it from different perspective of you, even though we're sending the same message. So what do you actually care about? And this is not about sitting down and be like, God, please talk to me, and eating a mushroom and be like crazy. Nah, Maji, sit down in peace and be like, emotions aside, what is the visible behavior? What am I doing instead of sending the messages? I'm laying down because I'm tired. Okay. Why am I tired? Because I work too hard. Did I work too hard? And they're like, yeah, okay, no, I didn't. So, yeah, I actually don't want to send messages. Okay. So what's the cost? See? So it's having a conversation with yourself and be honest. Oh, good? So going back with the solution, right? Is and here's to understand the shift, understanding that first, yes, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna feel bad, you're gonna feel okay. System two, what is the story? Because first you take the decision, and second, you're gonna rationalize that decision. So the shift is who is this person and do I genuinely want to help them? In case of sending messages, right? The solution is stopping. The solution is taking a step back. Instead of I just need to send messages, copy paste proposal. I feel bad. Take a step back. Take a
I
step
wanna
back.
I wanna say something there because I'll have to drop friends, but important that Danny mentions who is this person and do I actually want to help them? Mind you, he's not saying who is this person and do I actually want to close them. So it's ironic that your best work emerges once you actually care about the person and what they're doing and you want to actually help. Much
Yeah,
love to everyone.
we're almost finishing. See you. All right, my friends. The practical truth, just to close, man. The shifts changes how a message feels to write and how it feels to receive. Volume stops feeling like punishment because sometimes sending messages or getting into calls it feels like I'm getting punished. So when you shift, when you ask yourself this question, and this is one question is the solution. If you can write it down, guys, what is the story I'm telling myself? What is the story I'm telling myself? Because taking a step back and admitting, man, that's living. Like, I'm sorry to tell you guys, there is no secret sauce. There is no magic tapping exercise or breathing technique that you need. Just need to be honest with yourself, and that's awareness. All right, everybody. So powerful call. I just want to open the mic for the last 10 minutes. If so, you guys want to share something.
Um, Hi guys. It's been a while. Well, I just want to share that I closed a client yesterday.
Let's go.
In the program, it's been weeks, like trying, and finally yesterday I landed a good client, and it's gonna feels like it's gonna be a long term relationship. They need someone who works on web dev, and it's for the tourism niche, which I love. So
Nice. See, I told you, my G.
yeah, and I've been working on two ideas of the project here. Um, one is called Caudal. This is the financial app, and the other one is called Brief AI. Both are tools for me actually, but I think they're gonna be a good uh, point to start something for the rest of people for the world. And yeah, I prepared two presentations, but I'm gonna put them in the school post so you can see
Yeah,
them. Yeah,
man,
but
congrats. Let's
thank
go,
you.
my G. Yeah, buddy. Fair. Yeah,
Congrats, Isra. Good job.
Thank you.
yeah, my friends. Anyone has a something that you want to guys share? Any questions? Nope. All right, Isra. I love that energy, my friends. Samu, glad to see you here, my friend. I'm gonna share with you guys the rec once it's uploaded on YouTube. I share here on the chat the presentation. If you wanna just take it and just take a moment on watching that. And still, man, I would love to hear you guys the process. I know that Edu and some other people are struggling with this, so I'm glad that we had this workshop. And let's get it. All right. We keep active. Let us know if you need anything. All right. GG. Bye, my friends.
Thanks. See ya.